The Churchyard Sale by Lauren Belmore. My college town of Denton, Texas has a lot to be proud of. It's the home of one of the greatest bands of all time, the Mountain Goats, of course. Contains one of the best music programs in the country and is almost completely made up of restless 20-somethings who cut their jeans into jorts and work at the natural food store to feed their marijuana habits. Duh. It's mentioned in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Johnny Depp claims that the best cocaine he ever got was on Avenue C in Denton. Yes, Denton has a lot to be proud of. It also contains hidden treasures, but not unlike other cozy towns, you have to search for certain kind of fun. Sometimes, though, it thrusts itself upon you unexpectedly, just when you think it's flown from your grasp. You will return to your giant city of a hometown where this certain kind of fun is more accessible. It was a breezy summer morning in June as my friend and I rode around the suburbs of Denton, scouring the land for garage sales. We had just come to a particularly great estate sale, which was filled with a strange sort of schadenfreude. If the writer of this story was here, I would be really mad that she gave me that word. I had to look it up. As the items made available are only so because someone has died. But a huge thank you to the now dead owner of the mansion on Oak Street for a $2 corkscrew bottle opener. As we drove back to my apartment, we stumbled upon a shoddy wooden home nestled between two others just like it on Mulberry Street. There were two Labrador retrievers sitting, tongues wagging, near the open backyard gate, through which we could see racks of clothes, various children's toys, and stacks upon stacks of books. The sign out front on CVS neon orange poster board read, Church of Christ Benefit Yard Sale. A friendly carrot top jaunted around the tall grass asking people about their day and telling them the books were 50 cents and watch out for dog shit. We parked the car, hid our previous sale items, and strolled into the depths of the yard sale. Welcome, said the redhead, his tie-dyed shirt and Converse signaling his edgy Christianity. Take a look around. There's more inside the house as well. The yard sale was pretty impressive, to say the least. There was a Super 8 camera. It lay on a table next to a cassette deck. Martin McDonough plays hid amongst old biblical tales and self-help books. There was even orange roses inside a sepia-toned sphere, which we later learned was a remnant of a failed 4-year marriage. The more juxtaposed the items became to the setting, the more interested we were. Out of curiosity, we asked to see the inside of the house. Part of me was hoping for taxidermy wolf or 1950s bondage photos, of course, or the Golden Girls DVD set, for a reasonable price. Of course. Inside seemed like nothing. The God-working ginger had only a lazily painted purple TV stand and a beaten-up bookshelf, too big for any apartment I could afford. Sheepishly, my friend and I told him we were not interested, and began what was supposed to be our walk out of the house. That's when life turned upside down. Oh, is that Pabst Blue Ribbon for sale too? I joked, motioning to a case of PBR barely touched. My friend laughed. God, I'm hilarious. Our host suddenly became eager. Do you want one? They're warm, but if you want one, take one. We both shrugged and started towards the PBR, but were stopped. Oh wait, I have Lone Star in the fridge. They're ice cold. And before we knew it, it was cans of Lone Star were thrust into our hands. I quickly adapted the format of achieving what I wanted from this garage sale. Oh, is the Black Velvet whiskey for sale too? And it was as if the shot glass magically appeared. Take a few shots, and our disciple of decadence. This is the teachings of the Bible. If so, I'm not questioning it. Even if at 11 a.m. I've had a beer and a shot of whiskey in my system. Suddenly, a group of 20-somethings appeared from the living room, looking dazed and confused. We're just smoking some pot, declared a Courtney Love-looking girl. You guys smoke? Asked a boy with eyebrows that could slice a diamond in half. My friend and I nodded, but said that we didn't care to partake because we've got shit to do today. To be fair, we were already very overwhelmed. In 15 minutes, we had walked into a stranger's yard, taken their beer, shots of whiskey, and now we're being offered weed. Hardly past 11 in the morning. A tall, lurch-esque boy came forward. You guys ever done acid? Suddenly, everything I had to do that day seemed to magically disappear as I began interrogating with bewildered awe. You have acid on you, on your person? Real life acid? How much? But I don't want to impose, but really how much? Like tabs, caps? I mean, how long will it last? Am I talking too fast? Am I being too forward? Can I have one? Can you just put it in my mouth? I just took shots of whiskey. It's 11 a.m. So would that affect the acid? Do you know that this is a church yard sale? From his pocket, he removed a sheet decorated by a Buddha surrounding by rainbow streams, tiny paper tablets neatly lined for removal. He carefully explained that he was new to dealing, and this was a try before you buy situation. If I tried it and I liked it, I could buy it. It was altered acid to where it would be a solid 6-hour trip and a 45-minute resting period in my gums. What I got from that was, I'm giving you free acid. Popping the tiny piece of paper between my back gum and molar, I heaved a breath while my friend led out of the door. That's when our Jesus-loving contemporary Christian host bid us adieu, with a special one to my friend of him asking if he was single, to which he replied, no. Because no drug and alcohol-fueled Christian yard sale is complete without casual homosexual solicitation. Thus, we drove away from the yard sale, 2 beers, 2 shots, and 1 head of acid later, just as the good Lord himself intended. And the acid, brilliant. For 6 hours, my grin was so absolutely shit-eating that I had to cover my mouth as I interacted with my roommates. You could have eaten a feast off my eyes, for they were the size of Henry VIII's dinner plates. As I tripped to the Joy Division's isolation for 3 hours on a loop, I thought of that tiny wooden house in Denton, the Lord's house, and the wonders it blessed us with. All for $1 or less. Yes, yard sales truly are a bargain.